To the family and friends of Master Jerry Fisher, I want to send my condolences. I don't know about you, Sensei Benny, but he, when I was point fighting, he used to come around the ring and he would never tell me what to do. He would always suggest after my fight or during the break, he would say, well, why don't you try this? Why don't you try that? And I was like, okay.
He always had an eye for that.
Yeah, he had an eye for that. So, but then, the thing that I remember most about him was this little girl. She was, at the time, she was, just 6 or 5 or something like that. And I used to watch her compete, and he coached her. And but one of the things I remember about him was when everybody started going to kickboxing, the point fighting kind of ran its course, and everybody kind of went to kickboxing. Then later on, everybody went to MMA. He stayed course with his karate. He never left it. For the whatever fad of the day was, kung fu, kickboxing, MMA, whatever it was, he just stayed true to his art. And I praised him for that because I was jumping all over the place.
Likewise.
We jumped all over the place, and then as his daughter grew up, one of the things before that, I had my first big tournament in NBL. I had my big tournament, and he came down. It was in Carson at the time.
Yeah.
It was kind of the biggest place I could find at the time. He came down, and he was like, "Here I am," and I was going like, "Thank you, but what do you want to do?" And he goes, "Whatever you want me to do. I'm the announcer. I can referee and judge. Whatever you want me to do, I can hand out flyers, But I had him be the announcer, and he would come out and like, well, if you want to make this tournament work, do more of this. Don't do this. Don't start this division now. Start that division. That kind of thing. He was just helping me out with running the tournament, and he came almost to every tournament I had, and kind of expedited things around and used his expertise as a tournament promoter.
He's always been a good troubleshooter.
Yeah. What can I tell you? He helped me out in my tournaments a lot, and we talked on and off. We didn't see a lot of each other after a while because he moved to Lake Tahoe. He moved to Big Bear. Yeah, he moved to Big Bear. And he always invited me to come up and spend the weekend, stuff like that. But it was always in the winter. I wasn't going up there in the winter. It was too cold. but he would leave Lake Tahoe to come to my tournament. My tournament was, back in Woodland Hills, and he was way up in Lake Tahoe. So, not Lake Tahoe, Big Bear. So, I always appreciated him. I remember him for that, and that blonde hair he is.
That's one thing about, Sensei, Jerry, he had such a great heart, He had such a big heart, and always, and you're right, troubleshoot. He was always, what can I do? How can I help?
How can I jump in there and help?
And always a team player, and he was just a beautiful soul. And let me tell you, a hell of a warrior too. That man could fight.
Yeah, he could. One of the things, I talked about this, at my tournament, I used to give a Lifetime Achievement Award away. And when I was going, we have to stop this. When I was growing up in Alabama, 2 or 3 times a year, they used to give an award away to one of the citizens in the town. Mm-hmm. And they used to call it, "Give me my flower while I live." So I don't want to sit up and talk about him, how great he was, and this and that. We should do that while he's alive. His family will know now how we all felt about him. His daughter will know. His family will know how we feel about him. But he won't. I know he knows. I love you. All the people love you. But it would be nice to hear sometime, we have an award for you, or a dinner for you, or at a tournament we have a day for you, all this. So I think we need to do that. We'll not wait till they pass away and then say, a friend of mine, he came to my tournament also. He and Mr. Fisher were very close. he came all the way from Puerto Rico. He did my tournament. He was lucky enough, he won the Puerto Rican Lotto.
Yeah.
He and his daughter.
Oh, man.
You know, they won the Lotto. He passed away last week. He was outside went to take his kids to school, and picked them up, and he was out there playing in the parking lot with them and with the security guards, and grabbed his chest, fell down on the ground, and they tried to do CPR on him, and it was too late. And he's never gonna know how much I respected him and how much I cared for him. And you just take it for granted, you know. They know, and you know, we got.
But you know, right now, Sensei Cecil, even though they're not here for us to tell them verbally, but you know what? They're listening to us.
I hope so.
You know, I know so in my deep in my heart, I know that they're here with us. Really, you know, maybe you know, it's just. I mean, we would like to look at them in their face, in their eyes,
right,
and tell them how much we really did, you know, and do appreciate them. But I believe right now they're in our presence, and they know, truly in our heart, that if we didn't say it enough, that we loved you, and we cared about for all that you've done. Well, I know you're listening right now, and you know, Cecil and I are right now, and we're bringing it out to the world that we truly believe, you know, in what all that you've done, you know, as a warrior. And truly, you know, our condolences to all your family, you know. So may you watch us all now that you can, and you watch us all go through our journeys, that you'll pray just as well as we pray for you.
And on our path, maybe you can yell down every once in a while and say, "Go the other way." Go the other way.
There you go.
You know, and
keep us on our toes.
Is Sensei Sarah gonna say? Because Sensei Sarah moves me like, man, when she does the, I tingle.
Yes,
man, I cry.
But she definitely will.
Okay, good. Please tell her. Please tell her.
For Jerry, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So all this watching, keep in good prayer and keep in good faith for Jerry.
All the love to you and your family.